sorry, I don't feel that. Baby bear. Hi. How was your dinner? You did good. Aw. I can see that. You have any ginger? Put ginger in your mouth. Or if you want to just start it, you can fall back out. Maybe I'll wait 5 minutes. What are you doing? Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Killing that duck. Be a good girl. Fuck yeah. Am I on TV? They're gonna start laughing. It's the wrong one. Check, check, check.
I got my one light right. Good night.
Check, check, check. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Midheaven Podcast Live. I am Candice Marie.
This is your boy, the Peace Dealer.
Did you bring a bottle opener? Or is it a twist off?
Got my lighter,
okay. I was going to say, oh my goodness.
I use archaic method.
Ooh!
That's how we do it over here.
That was so WT for you to do. I love that. That was great. And you're doing it with a Coors Light. We're here. It's Hump Day. We just got done drinking margaritas and filming podcasts for you guys.
My margarita was fire. Oh.
We did a trivia episode, so you guys are gonna see that soon. We did a trivia episode where we talked a little bit about being able to interpret people's signs, just looking at them, talking to them.
Rising sign and all
and we did a half an hour of trivia of us being quizzed on celebrity sun signs, which was fun. And then we did another episode that was us talking about the incoming eclipse that we're going to have next month in Taurus and our interpretation of the North and the South Node moving into Taurus and Scorpio.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
So now we are here live. Thank you guys for tuning in, for watching. Thank you to all of our members, our subscribers. Obviously, if you are a level 2 subscriber, you get a shout out and a thank you. If you're a level 3, you're gonna get a shout out and you're gonna get one reading during one of our lives that we do usually twice a month when we film. People like
Pheromona, who just joined us today.
Thank you for joining.
Congratulations.
Paula, Kelsey, Jessica Martinez, Kayla Ann. So if you are a 3rd level subscriber and you would like to get a reading during the live, just let us know. Our level 3 people are always going to get selected first. If you do subscribe to level 3, you get one reading, which will consist of 3 cards. So just let us know if you want to cash in on that reading now or if you want to get that at a later date. Although I think this is the last show we're going to be doing for October. So those of you guys who are level 3, make sure you get your readings. If you want to get a reading, consider joining level 3. You can get that. Otherwise, we're doing 1 or 3 cards. Check below. 1 card for $20, 3 cards for $40, or for $49.99. You can be a part of our monthly memberships, and you can support the channel and get your reading, whichever you would like.
And we are going to start this show off.
Oh, here we go. Pick a card reading.
A soulmate and sex reading.
I knew that was coming. Oh my gosh. So it's going to be both?
I'm going to pull 2 cards. So it's going to be 6 cards, 3 piles. And the top card will be the soulmate lesson of how to break through in a soulmate connection or a new soulmate, and then how to have sex with that soulmate, or what the sex is going to be like with that soulmate, okay? And maybe, you might not have a soulmate because nobody wants you and you're ugly, and that's totally fine. Like, you can embrace that. So hopefully you don't get the wrong pile.
So but Kayla's going to want her reading first. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Nice. So shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Jessica Love. So we got pile 1 here, okay? Bam. We got the sex card for pile 1.
Oh my goodness.
We have pile 2.
I can't.
We have the sex card for pile 2 here on the bottom. And then finally, we have pile 3.
I'm feeling like a pile 3 tonight. I feel like pile 3.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 3.
In my mind, again. That's what's up.
Oh man.
And so the underlying theme here for this pick a card reading.
Hey Jessica, nice to see you. Hey Wendy.
The Page
Kristen,
of Swords, lurk or be lurked. What you seek is seeking you, and your soulmate wants to bang too. I'm joking, but this probably is talking about.
Jesus Christ.
You'd be surprised. Certain people might be doing their research on you. I feel like this is you being lurked on more than lurking, but you're definitely going to come into new information that you'll be communicating. You want to see that the way you'll be talking to someone you've always known for a while or know newly, you'll be really kind of building a new language together in a certain sense. But let's get to pile 1.
Some of the stuff people say that are hidden comments are just purely gold. Gold.
All right. Pile number 1. Oh, wow. It's a vibe. I got you. Okay. So for the soulmate card, we have the 7 of Cups. Maybe you're maybe you're delusional, and maybe you
need to get your ass off of those fucking online dating profiles, because that's
Yeah.
You're getting overwhelmed with options.
Maybe you want to get off of, maybe you want to stop fantasizing about that Instagram model or person that you feel is your crush. And, you know, you might be fantasizing, but this doesn't mean you don't have a soulmate as much as it means that maybe you are stuck in creative visualization. Although
you're watching too much porn. Just call it what it is.
That too.
Just call it spade a spade.
Maybe your soulmate is a porn star that you watch on porn, but it is what it is.
Why are you smiling when you say that?
Because you never know.
What?
Anyone can find love anywhere, Candace. Okay. Maybe your soulmate is a sex doll. Maybe it's something unconventional, but you want to be very mindful because with Power 1 here, you don't want to get so caught fantasizing. You don't necessarily, because this could be like you might feel like multiple people are your soulmate too, and you don't know who to choose. So with the sex card, we have the actual soulmate card.
Oh, so it's a real connection. You're just confused.
Maybe. Okay, so some of you think that the soulmate connection you have is too good to be true.
I can't do what?
Oh my God.
I can't.
Or maybe that too.
Oh, man.
Too much ascended fappery.
Call me.
The next level. The live chat isn't the same without Kobe. This is amazing. But like, yeah, you never know. No, Kobe, I picked pile 3. I'm just saying. But other than
I picked pile 3 too, so
other than that,
I'm curious.
I was like, but pile 1, this is promising because you do have a soulmate. You just think maybe it's too good to be true. Now, here's the thing. The 6 of Cups is innocence. So this is saying you're not going to have sex. This is saying that you want to kind of get to know your soulmate like you're 6 years old on the play swings and to actually take things slow. Maybe instead of having sex, you hold hands and you watch movie together. Or maybe you have like a dry humping cuddle session, but like it's more maybe,
I feel like that's like more like fantasies.
Or that too. Or
right?
role playing. It could be role playing too.
Yeah.
There totally could be that. That's cool. I was sad that pile 1 would have gotten a short stick. Or the short end. All right, I'm not gonna finish that.
Get mine out of the gutter.
Pile number 2, we have the 6 of Swords. Your soulmate might be long distance. You might be dealing with someone who, actually, some of you who picked pile 2, you're gonna find your soulmate on an online dating profile. I know. But you'll get more than lucky. Or there's someone who's long distance. So you want to look at social media profiles. This is someone you might be texting, messaging, sliding in the DMs. This is probably someone who's overseas from you. And for the sex, we have the 10 of Pentacles.
Ooh, so you gotta pay for those papers.
Right, yeah. You might be giving someone citizenship. You never know. Like, this is definitely...
But it could be like a long-term family thing.
It definitely is long-term,
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely is long-term.
Thank you, Kobe and Courtney. Don't worry, we will be with you guys soon. And I believe Kayla Ann said she wanted her reading. So we will start with you 3 in just a minute.
Well, speaking of 3, pile number 3.
Oh my gosh, this is the one I picked. Make it good.
That's better not be the worst one. We got the 9 of Wands, which is... Right, man. This is actually talking about being defensive over a soulmate. Maybe feeling overprotective. But this also could be having your walls up and maybe not necessarily kind of opening up to anything new. However, this is really talking about determination and perseverance. So really just kind of having that determination to pull through. I see this more as being super overprotective though, over a prospective soulmate or an actual soulmate. Maybe looking out.
It looks like a man who's gone through the twin flame journey.
Right, like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm good. And oh my gosh, you got justice for sex. So maybe maybe some of you might want to sign a pre-consent sex form just in case. But yeah, you never know. Justice, ironically, for sex is really interesting. It actually,
like somebody who they're a giver, not just a taker.
Yeah. That's balanced. I feel like it's assured sex too. It just might be a bit more transactional. Like, we're gonna do this at this time, like this, or something like that. But that's really interesting. Everyone got really cool cards. The sex for sure. The soulmate stuff was really interesting. But yeah, I feel like with justice, this could be a marriage, or an agreement. Justice is marriage. So it's like, it's going to really play through. And now look at how all the cards mix together too. We got the soulmate, the family, and the balance. And it's like you're moving away from this sense of fog to more sureness. Looks like a guy who's tried all the wands.
I love it when you read Lucas's comments. Yeah. That always makes me laugh.
It's wild. Lucas, you need some kind of award at this point. You be going in. Lucas and Colby, the Virgo and Pisces comment.
Man. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I'll start with Kayla, and then it sounds like Jessica wants hers too.
Sweet.
So Kayla, let me know, what is your question? I will be pulling your 3 cards. Those of you guys who are just tuning in, thank you for watching us. This is the live show that we do in between the taping of the Midheaven podcast, where we have some drinks, we pull some tarot cards. There is a QR code above, $20 for 1 card reading, $40 for 3. We also have super chat. Also, those of you guys who are just chilling, we appreciate donations. All of the donations and subscriptions go towards funding our podcast, paying for production, not our editor because he talks shit and he works for beer. But we happen to like beer and pizza too. So all of your guys' donations goes towards that and allows us to keep doing things. The holidays are coming up. And I would really like to be able to do a holiday special with Mike. So all the subscriptions and the donations really for the next couple of shows.
Donate holiday supplies to a starving African.
Yes, help me feed my adopted Nigerian son. I'm going to teach him how to make gingerbread men, and we're going to wear sweaters and talk about astrology. So if you want to be a part of that and help support that and make that possible, please do. Okay, Kayla, her question was, I mentioned before, Aqua Sun, Libra Rising. I feel like I've closed out a lot of karmic cycles. What do I need to know? I feel like I may be moving. No idea why. How suspicious that you're getting ready to have 4 months of having Venus in Capricorn in your 4th house. So certainly moving, family ties, where you're living, all of those things can definitely come up. That is a very hot topic, especially from December through February. So be mindful of that.
And Jessica, if you don't mind asking your question now in advance, just so we can get to you right after Kayla. Starving my ass. My ass is starving too. I'm on a fast food diet right now, and it's not easy to
I don't know how you do that.
Eat. Oh,
look at this. I guess I did this backwards.
Nice.
It was more like this, but
yeah.
These are the cards that I got for Kayla Ann. Very interesting. Indeed. That you're talking about possibly moving, or what you need to be aware of right now. Basically, you know, all of these cards are coming up reversed, so it can be talking about that the movement that's going on can either only happen once there's been emotional or internal work or shifts or change. Or on the flip side, it can also be talking about, like, is the movement really coming, like, within the family? Like, is there family that might be moving closer, or that you're moving closer to other family? Or that there is some sense of whatever decisions you're making revolving around your domestic home or whatever is really very much connected to your family. So you might be going, I feel like a move's coming, I don't know why. There can be some family or domestic stuff that comes up that would actually catapult you into a situation where there would be a move. Justice Reverse makes me feel like it's some situations that are still getting balanced out, or this can be you being a Libra rising, questioning and wondering whether or not the immediate environment that you're in right now is actually bringing you the support that you need. But that something is out of balance, something's out of whack. So like that Justice reversed with the 10 of coins also makes me wonder, are there some imbalances in the family, or there are some things going on where you're not feeling as supported, or that maybe perhaps, you know, a move would be better for a family, or sort of things could kind of flow better. It does kind of suggest that things are kind of funky right now energetically. And a move, especially for Libra risings, this has kind of been going on for a little while. You know, if you haven't already moved or relocated after all of those squares last year, there can still be some opportunities that come, especially in this next year when Jupiter goes into Aries, if you're not partnered, where you can meet people who live in other places, or people who actually kind of put the pressure on you and expect you to move or want to move closer to you. So be mindful of that. Justice can sometimes talk about partnerships and relationships, not just romantic, but it's possible. And then Page of Wands reverse is saying, like, it's too soon, it's stunted. Right now it's just an idea, or right now maybe it's just coming up for you intuitively. I feel like this can be more about like if you're not actively looking to move, the only way there is going to be a change is if there's something that happens with your family. Otherwise, it might be about moving and rearranging things physically within the home and making yourself feel more at home. For you to have like 4 months of having Venus in your 4th house, it can definitely give you the opportunity to make things more comfortable. Think about, how you want it to feel. Is it accommodating for people to come and visit? Just don't go like ham. Like if you're going to do this, either try to do it before mid-December or try to work on it and make small changes. You don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars updating your house during Venus retrograde, but changing pillowcases or throw pillows, blankets, things that aren't permanent, right? And maybe it would be starting there just to see if that change helps you feel a little bit more comfortable, and wait and see if stuff does pop up. Because if something pops up revolving around moving, I see it as being something that comes up that's like with family that might move closer or need to stay with you or need some assistance, which would create the change. It's not that you're actually actively pursuing it right now. Hopefully that's helpful for you.
And shout out to Michael Tate for donating to the beer fund.
Thank you. You were super awesome. He was so cool. We met him at the football game over at Allegiant Stadium. I went to go and watch the Bears play the Raiders, and my fiance is from Chicago. He's a Bears fan. My family's all from Green Bay or Wisconsin, so we're more Packer fans. So it's funny. I've never seen a grown black man ever get excited to meet me, like ever. Like it was very surreal. It's happened a couple times. It happened at Target. It's happened a couple times now where people see me and they're like, "Oh my God!" And he started jumping up and down, and I'm like, "Did I do something?" And then he's like, "I know you, the podcast," and I was like, "Yeah." So thank you for supporting the channel. It's super cool to be able to like meet people who like to hear what we have to say, and also for you to be a subscriber. That's super awesome, and donating to the beer fund. Those of you guys who aren't aware, it's not just me and Mike. It's also our editor / producer / cameraman / my fiance. So he helps. He's the third man that you guys don't see who does a lot of the work. He's also the one who's moderating the chat. So make sure you say hi to him. He likes beer and pizza too.
And Lucas, thank you for the offer to chef. I don't know if Subway counts as fast food, but I mean, yeah, I agree. I could eat better. So Jessica wants a message for the greatest good. Right off the bat, we do see the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which is definitely speaking of this sense here of wealth and you stepping into this independent financial archetype because you are a strong, independent woman that needs no man. She independent. Do you know what that means? She got her own car. She got her own house. No, but this is definitely talking about passion. You can definitely look at the ticker down below or the description box. But if we actually get into what this message is for you. We got the 9 of Wands. We got the 6 of Swords, and we got the 7 of Wands. That is definitely talking about moving away towards perhaps previous stress, especially with the 6 of Swords, which is like moving through the Mercury shadow. I feel like with the 8 of the 9 of Wands, people showed you their true colors, and this has caused you to put your guard up. Normally the 7 of Wands reversed is backing down, but I see this as you turning this upright and stepping into victory and coming into actual, once again, victory for standing up about what it is you believe. Only in the off chance that you might change your mind and realize maybe you were wrong about it, I think you might overcome and resolve that. But personally, we do see the 7 of Cups as an underlying theme under the moon too. It's like you're creatively visualizing and coming into intuitive insight, but seeing through deception and fog. Maybe even a little bit of escapism that allows you to really just disconnect. But with the 6 of Swords, you're definitely sailing towards a positive future here. And this is going to either have you recant something you perhaps no longer believe, or come into victory for standing up for what you believe. It's just when you see this in the future position, sometimes it could look like you put yourself in that position, but for you, I see this as just holding steadfast to your convictions and not giving up.
It's a good reading.
Thank you.
I got a couple people in the queue, so let me see who I got here. So we've got Kobe, Courtney, Fatima's here, but I'm not sure if that was a donation or what that was. And then we've got Rachel Parks. So just a heads up, guys, it's $20 for one card, $40 for three. I'll take Kobe.
Fatima.
Thank you guys for donating. Passion, looks like you got the info right. There's a QR code. We've also got the link somewhere in the chat. You can check out the PayPal. It's at Midheaven Shop.
Jessica, thank you for that feedback, and much power to you, for sure.
Okay, Rachel's back. It's nice to see you.
Thank you, Kirsten.
Thank you, guys. Looks like Michael asked, what's your husband's sign? He had a chill vibe. He's a Taurus. Scorpio rising. All right, so let's see. Kobe, what does Kobe want to know? Tell me something good. All right, Kobe, we'll see what's up.
Just a reminder, anything less than $20 will be seen as a donation. Just a heads up.
All right, Kobe.
Run it. Oh, gotcha. Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh.
So we've got Queen of Cups, Five of Swords, Nine of Cups. I kind of feel like, is this a situation that's going on right now where like you're taking a look at a relationship that you're having with a woman and starting to question and kind of wonder like, you know, because there's two people here, even though it does talk about her. Queen of Cups reversed is like maybe her kind of emotionally going through it, or there being a situation where, you know, possibly she's dealing with some emotionally stressful situations, learning how to open up more, like learning not to like push back and like fight. There can be situations also where either regarding you and your intuition, you're kind of like realizing that in order to kind of get what you want, especially in terms of either a relationship with somebody else or just kind of getting the things that you want out of life. And there is this need to be like more gentle and like sensitive and realize that there's a lot of like emotional labor going on in your life right now. So I don't know if that's like with intimacy or like learning how to be more open and not just shutting down. Like maybe you're learning that you have to think about and take somebody else into consideration. And that there's some sense of like maturing and that learning that it's like worth like really working on, like it's worth like working through. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of similar cards that keep coming up. Yeah, I mean, I see the going through it, but the truth is that like the Nine of Cups, even if it's reversed on the end of this, does kind of suggest that there is a sense of getting what you want. But to me, it seems like you're either knowing that she's also going through it and you're seeing that she's not communicating very well or not really expressing herself very well. Or maybe that there's something going on along the lines of like you wanting to jump in, but you're like, no, I don't want to have any drama. I don't want to have any issues. Like in the end, it's going to be fine. It's going to take a little time for some of this stuff to flush out. I'm assuming also that for you guys, just knowing, I think you're like a Cap rising, aren't you? And then doesn't she have a lot of stuff in Cap too? So it can be quite challenging with, you know, coming out of these Pluto-Saturn squares that you guys have been dealing with where now you kind of realize that in order to be better together, possibly there's a need for both of you guys to work out, kind of sort your own shit that's going on in your guys' lives separately outside of the relationship to be able to build better together. But it does seem like there is some like fear of like kind of speaking out and kind of saying like what you need emotionally or what you're dealing with and fears that it can create some conflict. So know that you guys have to individually clear stuff out in order for things to be able to move forward, but it does look positive. I just think maybe she's having a hard time like communicating and expressing with you like how hard it is, and like you're learning that part of your process is not just worrying about yourself, it's like checking in with somebody else and then equally also taking a step back and staying in your own lane. So learning not to kind of like take on more than you should. Hopefully that gets easier for you. It will. My girl, the Leo, and I'm an Aquarius, the opposites. Opposites are good. Opposites can definitely attract, man. Let's see here. Kobe got the most dope synastry reading ever. Hey, Lilac. Nice to see you. Okay, so who else do we got here? We've also got Courtney. You want to do Courtney?
Oh, Lilac Ocean. Yeah, let's do it. She got one card. Beautiful. Let's see what
Guidance
we got for
for
you.
this time.
All right, Courtney. So what we got for you? We have with the Four of Cups, which I'm gonna do upright and you know, upside down. This is talking about the upcoming moon in Cancer and emotional contemplation. So you are sorting through your feelings. This is a great period to meditate. The Four of Cups literally might be you curving opportunities because you just don't feel like going out. But as you sit with your feelings, your own emotions will reveal to you different options or ways of thinking. This also is going to apply for new opportunities, new alliances. It's like coming out of a stuck fog and you coming into a different attitude about how you feel about things. So it's not this is a kind of boring card to me, but it's necessary because it enables you to listen to your feelings. Now, what this means for you, Kirsten, or Courtney, is to take the cup. I have a feeling that you may be mulling over perhaps certain things that are dear to you or just options, and I think something new will come out of literally nowhere. I always like to see this as the Ace of Cups that's coming to this person here. So I feel like in your, contemplation of emotions, you may be presented with an opportunity that's unexpected. You may also feel like curving that opportunity. So make sure you don't say no to things that, are actually good for you. And you'll know based on how you feel if you in how you're contemplating.
Looks like we got Paula that's sliding into.
Boop.
Thank you, Paula. And then we'll be back. Looks like after that we've got Rachel, Bree, and Jessica.
Boom.
So Paula, go ahead. Let me know your question, and I will read for you. Thank you guys. For those of you guys who watch us every week, or maybe you're just now tuning in, make sure you check out our page, basically our podcast, the Midheaven Podcast, where we talk about current events, comedy, we drink, we talk about astrology. It's pretty fun. Mike and I have been friends for a number of years now. It's been a while, huh?
Been a while.
Like what, since 2017?
Yeah.
17. We became friends back when we were both working for Astrolata. I was living in LA. And we did some shows and some stuff together, and I moved to Vegas, so we decided to put this together. And I think we're now in like our mid-30s in terms of the podcast episode, so it's exciting.
That's awesome.
Paula says, I'm a Sun, Mars, Saturn, and Aries. General full moon in Aries reading would be great. Thank you, Lilac. It definitely is a fun podcast. We have a lot of fun, and it's been really cool. We've had a lot of crossover. I've had a lot of people who watch your channel check in with me and watch my stuff. It's a really fun group of hooligans that we've got here. Okay, so Paula wants a general full moon reading. Three of Wands. Page of Wands reversed, Fool reversed. To me, it seems like there's a lot of assessing as a result of this full moon, what has and what has not worked for you. Whether that's personally, physically, financially, with relationships, which makes sense if you're telling me that you have all of those natal placements in Aries, right? Certainly the new moon in Libra and Mars and all these planets going through your opposite sign has really shown you where you're either too inflexible and you're too self-focused, or where there is a need for you to be better about your boundaries. So it seems to me like there's been a lot of push and pull just in that energy for you. The Three of Wands, though, does kind of talk about like what direction you're taking moving forward, having a plan, having a vision, physically going, okay, this is what we're going to be doing. This is the plan. This is what we're executing. This is where we're going. So to me, it kind of seems like there's been a lot of lessons that have been learned over the last several weeks that has really been kind of accumulating to right now, and realizations that maybe there are some dreams or some goals or some things that you thought were going to happen, and now it's like reality hit and it's made you realize like, actually, no, that's not really what I want to do anymore. You know, I don't want to go there. I don't want to take that path. I don't want to do it this way. And so there's almost like this reformulating before you take necessary steps forward. Equally, like, notice that there's a lot of wands here, and then the Fool energy does talk about Uranus. So it's kind of saying like upending some things, changing some things. There are some things that are still a little premature, whether it's projects, goals, what have you, and realizing like, actually, I need more time. I need more time before I kind of like launch some of this stuff. And realizing that some risks and things are worth taking, but others are like lessons maybe that are coming up for you where you're learning to be more aware of red flags in situations and going like, no, I'm not going down that path again. Like, been there, done that. I don't need that lesson. And like really kind of cutting through the bullshit and learning that you don't have to go the long way to get to some places, that awareness and your vision is everything. And whether that's how you are just becoming more comfortable with yourself and knowing what your vision is, so you're not kind of getting clouded by other people, or just kind of like learning and growing and realizing that, you know, you don't really feel like you're in a situation where you're willing to take risks to make the same mistakes any longer. So you're kind of getting the lessons faster. So I definitely think that change is on the horizon. I would say watch out for like rushing things, making mistakes, like trying to do things too quickly. There is a sense of really letting things unfold. It seems like some of the goals are really going to be expanding clear into like more or less the beginning of the year. So think about when we get planets moving into Aquarius. So probably the second half of January is when you're going to really start to see like things kind of shift. Hopefully that's helpful for you.
Shout out to Jessica for donating money for spooky season treats and blessings. And
thank you.
Candace can choose who will take Jessica's reading.
Cool.
So next we have
Rachel Parks. Wondering about my lover. Is it over? Will he be back? I'm a sun in Taurus, Virgo rising. He's a sun in Aries, Cat moon. I'm moving to his neighborhood next week. He's spooked.
Uh-oh. Well,
good.
It is the shadow period they're coming through, so there will be some communication. We got the Four of Swords, we got the Ace of Wands, we got the King of Wands. Ace of Wands, if anything, does suggest a new spark. And the Four of Swords looks to seem like in a position, she said he's a sun in Aries, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely the King of Wands. It almost looks like this ace is coming from him.
Yeah.
And for him to be spooked, I almost got the impression he might perhaps not be gung-ho about it, but it looks like, barring a one-night stand or this Four of Swords, things, I wanted to say no, I'm going to be honest, but this is looking like yes. The thing here with the Hangman is you don't want to force things. You want to completely surrender because you're in the vicinity. So I see on his own volition, he's going to perhaps have a new idea or a new spark. I don't think it's over at all. And please keep me posted. thepeacedealer@gmail.com. Shoot me an email if within the next 2 weeks, there's some development about this.
Why? So you can slide in those DMs if he doesn't get there.
Oh my gosh! Stop
He's shooting his shot right now.
Or more, I'm just curious. I'm really just curious because I want to see if this is accurate or not. Cancer, Moon, and but the Ace of Wands would speak of within the week. Like this is pretty soon. So yeah, keep me posted. And if it doesn't work out, yeah, maybe I don't know.
Cancer moons are the best. Aww.
Word.
I like Cancer moons. I dated enough Capricorn moon men to realize that they're fucking trash.
Okay.
They're funny. They're funny.
Whatever.
They're funny, but I want like a Cancer moon that's gonna like bake me cookies and play with my
She
titties.
don't want a totalitarian dictator. She not ready for the fascist regime.
Jesus Christ.
It's all good.
So you got Rachel. So I'm gonna take Bree.
What do my guides want me to know? Rachel, I hope that was accurate for you.
All right, so Bree says, what do my guides want me to know? Oh, that one wants to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take it. I love Cap Moon men. I do. I love them, but it's because I have a Cap Venus. That's why I have a Cap Venus. So here's what I see for you. Empress reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, 3 of Wands reversed. Again, a lot of people thinking about the future, trying to focus on their vision, where they're going. The Empress reverse makes me feel like you're in a situation right now where you're like really trying to focus on inner peace, harmony, love, sensuality, security, stability. It can be talking about really focusing more on like nurturing, or you dealing with like a more like nurturing situation. I think it's with yourself though. It can also be like you questioning and wondering like, you know, where your energy is going. Are you putting all of your eggs in the right basket? Sometimes the Empress reverse is like really taking stock in what you value, or just like a real focus on like inner development that leads to like stronger and higher self-esteem. Then you have the 8 of Wands reverse, so it does talk about the energy kind of feeling lower, or maybe like slower, or maybe like you're feeling a bit stuck. There can be something going on where you're just like wanting to get more active, or you're wanting to see forward momentum on projects, or you're wanting to kind of get your groove back. And it tells me that in order for you to be able to do that, it's not about forward momentum. It's more about you thinking about where you want to go. So that way you know how to like execute things better. This can also suggest that there's some like bit of like mixed energy that's going on right now, where you're having a really hard time either connecting with your femininity, or connecting with like a woman, or a mother figure, or maybe you're just not feeling very connected to your inner kind of feminine right now, and you're kind of like, hey, what's going on? To me, it can also be about sexual energies being off, because the 8 of Wands can be a very sexual card. So it can also be talking about like you questioning whether or not you're open to that, or connecting with somebody, or if you're a little hesitant with bringing yourself into deeper levels of intimacy, or maybe even just putting yourself out there. So a lot of this is like getting in touch with what you need. And then secondly, you know, I see with that 3 of Wands reversed is like not being entirely too sure of what direction you're going in, or being a little hesitant, or not wanting to tell people about some kind of like goal that you have in mind. There may be something going on where you're like, your goal is to get more active, or your goal is to be able to reach, you know, getting something done in a certain time. And like, you're almost like a little spooked to even talk about it, because to me, it seems like you think that it might jinx it. Bringing all the energy back to the Empress reverse is that a lot of this has to deal with like how you're going to be handling your own personal energy. Work with like, you know, energies or goddesses or what have you, that's going to be more feminine, more maternal, like asking for that love and that support, especially if you're feeling like that's lacking right now. Being able to do work like that with guides, or like with any kind of like maternal deities, it can give you like the emotional healing and the security that you need in order to kind of build up, so you can actually feel supported. And then you can start feeling like you have more clarity for like where you're going. Hopefully that's helpful.
Boom. Welcome, Soccer Spazer, to level 1. Congratulations. Oh, nice. Okie dokie. So next we have
Jessica Martinez.
Right.
Right?
And you can take
Yeah.
that one too.
So spooky season treats and blessings.
She wanted us to choose.
Oh, she wants us to choose? Okay.
Yeah.
So is there anybody out there who needs a reading, asking for a reading, who needs a reading? Let us know. Happy to do that, courtesy of Jessica. I will pull, we'll do two 1 cards for that. I'm fine doing that.
Cool.
So we can do 2 1 cards.
So I do a card, you do a card?
Sure.
Bet.
Get you a Virgo with a Cap rising. They'll be their own assistant.
Oh my God. So the card I have for everybody is the 3 of Swords.
Oh no. Oh no.
Damn.
You're welcome, Passion. All right, Lucas, I'll give you a card. What does Lucas need to know?
Who wants heartbreak and disappointment? You can have this card.
Lucas, you were asking. Actually, the cameraman is that's my baby daddy. 5 of Cups.
Jesus.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh no,
That
Lucas.
sucks.
Here's what I would say.
There's no sugarcoating this
Where
one.
the 4 of Cups is like kind of pouting, the 5 of Cups is like actually in it. Like it's really in it. Like really in a situation where you're having a difficult time like pulling yourself out of a funk, or maybe there's like a lot of focusing on what's gone wrong in the past and like what didn't work out. To me, it seems like it might be intense really like the next like 5 days. And that there can just be a lot of emotions that are kind of coming up. Just knowing your chart too, you got that Pluto that's in the later degree of Libra, so you know, certainly like these Mars oppositions, the full moon, like certainly there could have or should have been a lot of feelings that came up with this. So to me, it's like being present with it, but not getting stuck in that period of like really wallowing in it, or not allowing yourself to fall into like a depression or anything like that. Yeah, it's weird that like we both separately pulled a card and they're both not so great cards,
Right.
but for you, I think this is also just a reminder that, you know, like this is the final wave right before you like push through something. And then the next card would be the 6 of Cups. So it does talk about like, you know, soulmate connections and clearings and like being able to connect to like your divine happiness and like really being in touch with like the inner child. So whatever's come up recently, especially right around the events of the moon, as we were talking to you guys now, like Mars is still building into the square with Pluto. So if you guys think that the full moon's over, it ain't over.
Oh, that's deep.
We're going to be feeling
so
this for the next couple of days.
Wow.
The Pluto Mars square that's happening right now with Mars in Libra is really going to, I think, like bring about that energy of like severing over the next few days. So the energy can be quite heavy. And I also just would say to you that if there's situations that you find yourself just going back over and over and over, be focused more on the future, not on the past, because you can't fix things from the past. So like being super fixated on things that you can't change isn't going to make this whole process easier. Probably, yeah, cutting cords. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Olympia. I need a limpieza. Necesita. Muy pronto.
Mike's broken Spanish. Hold on, we had somebody else too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right?
No, you know what? I think that was just a donation.
Was it?
Kirsten, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a donation.
And then Jessica was donating that for Spooky Funds. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. I think we're all caught up unless we're missing anybody. Please let us know if we're missing you. We don't want to miss anyone.
Let's do...
Oh, Fatima came back.
Oh, beautiful. I got
Thank you. You got her? So it'll be 3 cards. No, it'll be 1 card. It was
right,
20.
It'll be 1, yeah.
Let's see. What did she ask? Do you have a question? I added the remainder for... Okay, so let us know what your question is.
Well, Fatima, we have the strength card for you. You're in your strength. You're activating your goddess power. You're stronger than you realize. And honestly, I'm just glad to get this card because it's positive as fuck. This is definitely talking about you really in what you do, especially if you're in career oriented. You're going to incorporate your passions with your career. What is it you love to do? You want to lead forward with your passions and to really imbibe this sense of courage. This correlates with Leo. And this is definitely speaking of you actually owning up. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, he ghosted me. So if this is talking about him, this is saying that this woman doesn't care about men who ghost her. She's not even wasting her time on that. She's just focused on taming this line. She's focused on really owning up to her creativity. I would focus on a creative project, if anything, or just return back to your passions, because this is going to attract money, love, everything. And Olympia is a cleansing. It's a ceremony or ritual that cleans your energy.
Yeah, you can do it a number of different ways. You can do Olympia with
an egg.
With an egg, and then you clear it that way, and you can read the egg in water. You can do it with
That's wild.
sage. You can do it with Florida water. You can do it with baths. This full moon has been so gnarly, man. Like the last 2 nights or so, like maybe it's because it was so close to my moon, but I made a big batch of like a bath that I've been taking every day. I'm taking it all throughout the week just to kind of like clear all the gunk. But yes, we live in Vegas.
Someone hit Olympia for me in their dreams, a real Olympia.
I actually went to that's where I went earlier. I went to New Leaf. Yeah, that's where I got this.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I've been wearing a patch pretty much.
It's a vibe.
Pretty much all day.
You. I'm so glad you like that. And looks like that's where we're gonna end for now. So thank you guys for tuning in as always. Who knows what will happen next week, and I hope the sex and soulmate reading pays off for y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching, supporting, being here for the channel. We appreciate it. It's so awesome to be able to check in, see how you guys are liking these podcasts. Make sure that you're subscribed so you're aware when we get new ones. A new one's going to be dropping on Saturday if you're a member. That's the benefit of being a level 2 or 3 member. You're going to get that early. Otherwise, they're going to be here on Monday. My astro videos I always do on Monday. Mike's got the Peace Stealer. I have Beyond the Veil Tarot and Astrology. If you're not already subscribed to those or watching those videos, we're both always putting content out. Well, he's always putting content out. Every Monday is me, but I'm working on some new videos and stuff for you guys for eclipses. I've also got lives that I do on my channel on Friday, so catch me tomorrow. We're doing live astrology on mine. Yeah. Otherwise, book a reading, support the channel. Thank you guys. We love you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Did you do Maria?
We missed somebody?
I guess, did you do Maria? Maybe, I think you did. Oh, wait a minute. She's not on here, so I guess that's who you were talking about. Wait a minute.
Oh, maybe we did miss somebody. Hold up.
Oh, no, we don't see anyone.
No, right here. Uza V.
Uza V. Thompson. Oh.
Is that her?
That would have to be.
Let's see. Is she there? Hold on. We don't want to miss you. Is that you, Uza V? No. Maria?
It has to be.
It has to be, right?
She got the 3 cards, yeah.
What's your question? I'm glad we caught you.
Yeah.
We didn't want to lose you. Everybody's like, bye. Psych. What's your question? I will read for you. I did not see anything in your little... Yeah. Yeah, there was no memo, so what is... Oh, it's okay. No worries.
Yeah, that's her.
We got her. What would your question be, m'lady? Yes, it's me. Hello. People are like frantically like cat on the keyboard right now.
Right. Love reading. I shall return.
Love reading. Let's do it. Let's do what's up. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I've got here the High Priestess. So it's basically talking about your visions and what you're seeing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your intuition. If you're pulling cards, it can even be this conversation right now. But the High Priestess is somebody who's just chill, right? She just waits and allows everything to come to her. So it's like really listening to your intuition in a sense of, what is your gut telling you to do? Do you need to wait? Do you need to reach out to that person? Are they trying to contact you in dreams? What is your gut telling you? The High Priestess can also come up where it's talking about things that physically come to you in your dreams. So be mindful that there is some stuff coming that you are kind of feeling that's brewing, right? Then we have the Two of Cups reversed. So it can be saying like, you know, am I not going to hear from them? Are they not open to connecting with me? Are we not going to get together? Like, is there something where you're starting to like ask questions about either the future of your relationships not panning out, or if somebody's not going to get back to you? Is there anything like that that's going on currently? Lucas. Two of Cups reversed can also be somebody who you don't like reconnect with, or somebody who doesn't call you back or does not text you back, or a relationship that doesn't quite evolve into what might be a committed relationship. What's interesting is that Two of Cups reversed can basically be saying that it could be more a friendship than something that's more romantic, or that there can be a connection but it's not the right time, or you know, whatever it is. The Nine of Cups coming up upright as the final card does kind of insinuate that there's a wish that you have and it's coming together, and maybe there's a situation right now where you're wishing for partnership and relationship and you're like, what's going on? I'm not seeing it. If you're asking for a specific person, these cards can be suggesting like, okay, what you are asking for is coming. However, it may not be at this time. It may not be with this person. It may be someone else. They may not be the one reaching. You know, it may need to be a situation where you're more focused on your goal, because I don't see the High Priestess as being somebody who's going to chase a guy. I see her as being somebody who's just like, nope, if he wants it, he's got to reach out to me. He's got to get back to me. So I don't see you doing the reaching. I would say wait, especially because there's a sense of pride with the Nine of Cups coming up. That's like, yeah, I got what I wanted and then some. So that can be an indication that relationship is partnership is coming into your life, but you might be frustrated it's not happening with this person at this current moment, because what you're asking for, it may not be in alignment with a particular person, right? Yeah, so Virgo ascendant, Sag sun. If that's the case, you still have an eclipse coming, okay, in Sag later this year. Equally, you're going to have Jupiter going into your 7th house if you're Virgo rising. You're going to have a lot of like reconciling with your heart and your love and your relationships during the Venus retrograde, December, January. I would say stay open, because a lot of what's going to come is going to come when Jupiter shows up and planets start moving into your 7th house. So you're looking at that probably really from February through May. I mean, the horoscope for a Virgo rising is very colorful at that time for soulmates, relationships, commitments, stuff like that, because I feel like there may be another person, or that whoever you're dealing with right now is just not quite ready. Okay. But it is good. The ending is good. You're going to get what you want, right? For sure. The final decan of Libra season has been rough. Sense of attachments, for sure. For sure. Thank you very much. It is almost my birthday. I'm excited. What did you get me for my birthday? You're the gift? Yeah, you're the fucking gift? All right. It's almost my birthday. My birthday is 11/11, and
surprise.
I'm gonna be gone for 10 days. I'm gonna go get married on the 13th. I'm very excited for that. So, yeah, right around the time of the eclipse. All right, well, thank you guys very much. Hopefully that was helpful for you, Maria, and that we were able to get that out. It's worth waiting for, I promise. Wait for somebody who's going to take you out for drinks. You don't need to be calling nobody with these cards. The best is yet to come.
Amen to that.
All right, guys. Well, we will see all of you very soon. Thank you for your support. You guys enjoy the rest of your week, and you take care.
Peace. It's a Gemini moment.